Everyone, welcome back to, well, you already know what this is. This is the one and only, the legendary Content Cop, which may be Content Detective. I'm still debating. The series where we expose crappy YouTubers who are just mainly bad people. And well, first video with 119 views, probably more by the time this is posted, is nuts. And this is probably gonna get more. So let's get started. Okay, first off, we're exposing the one, the only, biggest piece of scum on YouTube besides Morgs, Mr. Fox. Yes, the one and only. Now, before you ask, yes, I did work with Mr. Fox. Do I regret it? Yes. But that was before he tried to backstab Druiser and before he tried to make me backstab Druiser, which is, yeah. Another thing that made me want to do this video is what Mr. Fox did, and that was lie to my face, your guys' face, Druiser's face, and what I mean by that is he said on Druiser's stream in like January or something, he said he was 17, which was a complete lie, because he started acting like a child when Druiser called him out about his channel getting more clickbait than a Bass Pro Shop. This is what I'm talking about when I say he has more clickbait than a Bass Pro Shop. All his videos are with famous people, especially his older videos, all these clickbait. He also lied about where he lived. He said he lived in South Korea, I believe, but man lives in Texas, which, let's be honest, like, why are you gonna lie about that to make yourself look cool? But that is when this beef started, and I know it's long gone and over, but you need to know who this man is off camera, off live streams, and not in your comment section. So shall we begin? I think we shall. Alright, the first thing is when he was talking to Drew and Mr. Fox, Druiser, the goat, the screaming goat, whatever you want to call him. They said and they promised that they would tell each other something about each other, right? Good trust exercise. Until you realize that this is Mr. Fox we're talking about, that he isn't the best person, and like, I don't know what happened, what went through Drew's mind, but I mean, I wouldn't have done it, or I would have just lied, made something up. But short story short, Mr. Fox told me what that was, and yeah, he went for overpowered wolf, not just me. This man, the big brain, using other bigger channels to benefit for his own wealth, got overpowered wolf to try and backstab Druiser. Like, what? And like, there is proof of Wolf telling me. I can show you guys a screenshot right now of Wolf freaking out because Mr. Fox told him this. Now, sadly, I can't show you the Mr. Fox-Wolf convo. I asked Wolf if he can send me that conversation, but Mr. Fox deleted it. But oddly enough, he didn't delete me and him. I think he blocked me. I think that's why. But he didn't go for just me. He went for Wolf, trying to get us to stab Drew in the back. The fact that Mr. Fox thinks he can mess with people's minds like this is insane. And if he sees this, he's gonna be like, I did none of this, bro. I have the screenshots to prove it. Like, don't even. Drew will tell you this all happened because he, like, God. The second thing as well. Let's get this out of the air, because we all know we can smell this in the air. It's like when you're making fudge brownies, except it's not a good smell. Mr. Fox is fake. He's the biggest and fakest person I've ever seen. He is so two-faced. Two-Face from the DC would be jealous of how two-faced Mr. Fox is. That's how two-faced Mr. Fox is. And what I mean by that is when he edited the video line, which I still regret him doing, he was being so nice and supportive and made me think, oh, he's a good dude, right? Like, oh my god, he's so nice. And he isn't. He uses people, he used me, and tried using Drew. And when you realize that he's doing this, it's either too late or he'll play victim to guilt trip you, which genuinely, why? You've been caught. Just don't. I caught this man in I caught this man in 240, 80p, 4K, 5K, 8K, whatever you want to call it. I have these screenshots. And the last thing is the convo where he told me that Drew had 5 alts, and well, I'm just gonna let this play because genuinely I don't want to edit an insanely long video having to explain all these. I'll just let all these screenshots play out. Well, in the next one, we are exposing Lisa. Peace.